What's good, people?
What's going on, everybody?
What's good, everybody?
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and talking that ish. We're trying to give y'all a few minutes to gather together so y'all know that we here before we get on this real sensitive subject that we think we need to speak on today. Definitely a moment that we are not proud of. Trying to give some people some time to get in.
This such a touching subject, man.
It really is. Too.
Yeah, man. It went down in New York. Rod, you ain't hear nothing about it like a couple weeks ago?
Nah, I heard about it. I just never looked into it like that until bro James hit me up on it. And I was doing other things and stuff like that before I was able to touch up on it. But you guys refreshed me on it, and all it did was just bring, it triggers your soul, it triggers your mind about you can't even be locked up and just be a tenant in jail anymore without watching your back.
Those things.
It's a sad situation that we're targets. We're just ducks out there for these people that can't even make it into the police force. They're just COs with no badge, and all they do is abuse their power for people that can't fight back.
Right. So for I want to show the video, but I don't want to show it. So it at the moment until I just feel like if we just need to, you know what I'm saying, so the people could realize how serious this situation is. And this is what I know a lot of people. I don't even want to bring this up to a political standpoint, but this is what's gonna happen. This is what they're gonna be free of if they get police immunity. That's this.
I'll bring it up.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, but I'm saying if police, this is why they're trying to do it though, because of so much shit like this taking place. This happens so much at a high level. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't get televised like, but they televise, black on black violence more than they do the actual gang culture of the white supremacists. Basically, is what is these are why certain people wear masks when they do hate crimes because they're your everyday people that's supposed to serve and protect you. And it's pitiful, man. Like you bring this
Some,
man. You said, "Well, go ahead, Grill."
I say some of them are James.
Yeah, like when I'm speaking, I ain't.
Some of them are.
Yeah, I ain't speaking to the ones that ain't it. If it ain't them, I don't even want them to wear the shoe. I gotta give it to them raw, bro. Like it's it's a lot of them though. It is a lot. It's been going on for a long time because it's fathered in through generation through generation through generation. That's why generation of police officers and shit like that's generational passed down. Like all of you know what I'm saying. I want to be like grandpa. I want to be like father. It's passed down. Hate is passed down. You know what I'm saying. Racism is taught. You know what I'm saying? Like it's passed down. The fact that from the time they carried that man in jail, they had that man in handcuffs, basically like what they call it, pig tied. Ain't that what
Hog tie.
tied? Yeah, they had him like that, carried him in, so he's not a threat at all. You know what I'm saying at this point. But you could tell from the time they left that jail to take him to the infirmary, this man was about to be in for a fight for his life. Like you could feel the energy, you could see it. You know what I'm saying? Like as you can see
They
for the picture.
beat him away there.
Yeah, they did, didn't it? Because he was bleeding once he already got there, wasn't he?
When they pulled him out the van, he was already like swole up and bleeding. That's why he couldn't walk. They pulled him out.
I noticed that. I thought I was tripping, but I know it seemed like he really didn't have no power to walk. Like he was trying, but his legs, almost like you get paralyzed, like probably from being beaten on so much, he just didn't have the energy. You know what I'm saying? They went really went to town on this man, and you know what I'm saying? Like they take him to the infirmary, and the most disrespectful part is everybody in the infirmary watched, and they was having casual conversations while they constantly beat. They took the man's shoes and was beating him with his own shoes. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They kicked him. As you see, how they choking him, but that choke, they lifting them off the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very, very disturbing. And I don't see how
Brutally punching him in the face. Brutally punching him in his face. I mean,
yeah,
brutal. I mean, you know, it's hard when you ain't got no cover up to it was no protection of he couldn't protect himself,
Exactly.
you
That
know.
that's a cop kicking him right there, kicking him in the torso. Like, what was, bro? He was beaten. They did outside. He was beaten in his groin. Why would you beat him in his groin unless you torture him? We just watched a human life torture on
Yeah.
cam, and they say all officers audio was messed up. So you can only see the video, but you can't hear the audio. And I'm telling you, there's no way that 14 different people didn't get some kind of audio inside of a hospital or inside of a infirmary where a lot of crimes happen or a lot of things are recorded. There is not. It's like 7 officers there, maybe more. There's not 7 different, malfunctions of sound. The
Mm.
reason why that sound is not there, and the reason why they did not place that sound on the videos is because you would have heard them calling the N words, all kind of derogatory, all kind of racist shit, and they do not want to make it look like it's a hate crime when it's obviously a hate crime. There's no black person incited in the entire video. No,
Right. And another thing, they try to stuff a cloth down his throat.
yeah,
You know,
like what is that?
I mean, even in that photo that you got right there, you see the sergeant is right there in the corner,
Yep, yep.
right in the corner,
That's you talking about right here?
the white shirt on.
The
Yeah,
white shirt
yep.
sergeant.
That's the supervisor, which he needed to be charged with murder.
He sure do.
He needed to be charged with murder. The guy, everybody that participated on putting hands on this man, need to be charged with murder.
Yep.
And everybody that stood by and allow it should be charged with second degree
accessory to murder or something. Yeah,
second degree accessory to murder.
it's
And
a charge that they have.
everybody.
What is that charge, Griff? To where you supposed to be there to protect, but you let it happen. You know what I'm saying? As like a police officer, I forgot what it's called.
Right. You supposed to report a crime. That's a crime.
Yeah, it's a crime.
Even the nurses in there witnessed it. You saw the 2 guys that were sitting in the hallway talking to the officer.
Yeah, they were smiling and laughing while they was beating on them.
And laughing, right, while they was in there doing that to that man.
Yep.
They are on criminal charges as well, if you ask me, because when you see a crime, you're supposed to report a crime. That is a crime. That is a crime. They CEOs. They not police officers. They not detaining nobody. A crime wasn't committed or nothing. This man was brought in to an infirmity to seek service, get help for something.
I don't see how
Go in like that and don't come out.
Yeah, I don't see how that this is. I don't see how this is not an issue. And I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how this is not a like this happens so much. Like we losing so many people, and though it's not like masses every day, but you think this is senseless death. I don't care what he done wrong. You know what I'm saying in his past or whatever. But these people are trying to play God right now, and it's happening a lot. And we have to see it every day.
I ain't mean to cut you off though, James, but it's for me. It's like every time I look at that video and I reflect on that video and look, go back in my mind and just keep watching it and looking at it, man. Man, it was just hatred. It was hatred for this man only because he's black. The man ain't did nothing else. He already incarcerated.
Yep.
He already incarcerated. He ain't can't commit a crime. Y'all got him. Like what? It was hatred fueled. It was fueled by hatred, and it's sad to say it was fueled by racist hatred.
Yeah, like you said, like he had no way of protecting himself. And let's be honest, another thing that happens a lot is when police officers do handcuff you, whether you running or anywhere, and they beat on you, and then they say stop resisting arrest. When your natural form is to get away from the shit that's causing you pain. If you causing me pain and harm, I'm gonna resist. I'm trying to get away from it.
Any human being it's a natural reaction for any human being to protect themselves. Every species gonna have a natural defense mechanism. Every species, goddamn it, shit, goddamn it. You try to approach, watch that motherfucker ball up, plug dead.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
This right here, This reminds me of three incidents. The first one was the guy that I remember. I think it was like 2 years ago. And part of my voice because this is very touching for me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
This guy was in the back paddy wagon. They hit a speed bump or whatever. He crashed against the wall. He couldn't feel his bottom legs.
Yeah, I remember that in the back of the
And
truck.
they put him on a wheelchair. They trying to tell this man to stand up, and they were forcing this man to stand up, and they paralyzed this man from the waist down. And
Yep.
they did nothing. They left him sitting on a wheelchair until the nurses saw him probably like 7 hours later.
Mm.
And the other thing was the Sandra Bland situation.
Yeah.
When you saw when she was taking those mugshots, she was not alive.
Yeah.
Oh no, she was definitely dead.
You know what I'm saying? And it just gets to me because not only do we have to survive in a world that we're hated on, but even when we're incarcerated and we're doing our time and we're found guilty, we have to protect ourselves from the same people that we're supposed to be protected by.
Right.
That's not a life that we can't continue living because of the power shift. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfair and it's just. And I just hope that these people get caught. Obviously, they're gonna get caught. I hope they get suspended. I hope they do jail time. Something has to give because this power trip in a jail where you're already locked up don't make no sense whatsoever.
Right. They said they fired him, but fired it. Come on, I don't understand how the DEA ain't picking up this and filing their own charges. The district attorney should be on that. And Rod, you know what else you forgot that happened this year?
Mm.
That woman in Chicago when she called the police.
I forgot when they
Oh,
said she threw the hot water and it wasn't even like that. I
yeah.
forgot about that one. My fault.
Come on,
What was her name? Sandra. I forget her name, man. But
I forgot her name, but I'm from Chicago and I know I'm familiar with that incident.
it's the fact that if it was any one of us, and we went to work and somebody pissed us off, or we was in charge of, just say we was doctors at our job or whatever, and we tortured a person like that and killed them, don't you think you would be in handcuffs for it? You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's caught on tape. You will be in handcuffs immediately. These people are under investigation right now, pending
They
investigation.
They should not be under investigation
Oh,
because if this was a black cop beating on a white prisoner, we would have been handcuffed right next to that guy we just beat.
yep, definitely.
Right in the hallway.
Yep.
Right in the hallway.
Oh,
They
you
would-
had all of those people would have been on the back of that black police officer's back, holding him down at that moment.
all those 14 guys, all those guys that got let the situation would have put handcuffs on that black cop if that man was white.
Yep.
And you want to know how bad the power trip is when it comes to someone wearing a badge. I remember an incident where this white cop. I don't like to label colors, but obviously that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
This white cop, the big tall guy with dreads, had his hands already handcuffed. He was compliant. He wasn't resisting. The white cop popped him twice in the mouth. The black cop came around and removed the white cop from that instant. Said, "Yo, chill. He's already in handcuffs." You know they let that man go the next day. They
Yep.
fired him from the station.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because you had somebody fight back. Like it's too often that it happens, and there's no repercussions for it. Like look at the only reason why those folks was charged as lightly as they was with the George Floyd situation is because it brought on so much of protest around the world. Had it not gotten to that level, those people wouldn't even got a freaking suspension. You know what I'm saying? It would have been just for, oh, he's off of fentanyl. And that's what they do when they do something to us and they torture us. They say that we causing a harm or we are danger to others when clearly we're the ones in handcuffs fighting for our lives. Like, bro, that is terrifying. You can only imagine what he was going through in his mind the whole time. He's steady getting beaten. Like they had his arms bent back all the way, like I said, with his ribs up in the air, to his torso, to the stretching like to the most and punching him in the ribs.
He got to be saying to himself, man, these people finna kill me.
They're finna kill me. He knows. You got
He
it.
knew it. He knew it. He knew he was not gonna survive that night. He knew it. He was not gonna survive.
I see after a couple of punches, boom, boom, boom. and they did you like that, you could say, damn, these dirty motherfuckers. But after 5 minutes and they still torturing you, you know you're gonna die. You know they doing it to kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because you done already injured me. You already hurted me.
I can't be a witness to my own crime.
What else? And I can't even scream out for help at this point. The man was beat down so bad, bro. James, you know how I knew he died? He died in that corner when they lifted him up and pushed him in,
he leaned over like that,
and they threw him in that corner.
Yeah, yup, I saw that. Yeah.
Now he died in that corner, bro. That's when they took the handcuffs off of him and tried to lift him up.
Yeah, because his hands was like that.
Because the body was dead weight, so they lifted him up. His arms flew up and flapped back down.
Yep.
Why y'all take the handcuffs off of him?
I thought they was choking him in the corner still. I thought they took the handcuffs off on choking to death.
That's what they probably did. That's what they was doing over there. Because they snatched him and pulled him out the bed. He was alive then, bro.
So was.
He was alive.
He didn't come out that corner alive, bro.
But he didn't come out that corner alive, bro. And then they start taking the clothes off him. And you know what I noticed too, James? They kept switching out they latex gloves.
Yep. Oh, did.
They getting those blood pathogen cloths and wiping shit down and shit like that. I'm seeing this shit in the video, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and they took all the man clothes off of him. You know what I'm saying? They're getting rid of evidence and all that.
That's what they was doing.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they was doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then they bring the nurses in there, man. The man, you can tell when a person's dead, they mouth wide open. His mouth wide open, bro.
Yep.
Lifeless.
Hey, chat, man, y'all share this video. We need to get this video. We need to get this talk out here. Y'all share this podcast. We need to get it out. We want everybody to know about these situations, man. With stuff like this happening, we gotta start saying something. You know what I'm saying? This is our way of getting it out there and fighting back. You know what I'm saying? Is to share this information with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Help us with that, man. Cause y'all please get these shares up, please.
Yeah. Voices need to be heard, man, because this is gonna continue. And like I said before, this is a preview of what's to come if they pass this police immunity nonsense.
It really is, man. I hope the guys not there's gonna be an open slaughter. I mean, just man, like you said, Grip, man, you described it perfectly, man. Like he didn't come out that corner right. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Raul, with that girl that passed away, man, and you knew that picture they took was her laying down dead. They tried to stand there alive, but she was already dead. And you know, I had a cousin, you know, down this way in Tennessee that died in the jail, man. You know, that there's been an investigation for years, and I really don't know what his family done with that investigation, if they closed it or not. You know what I'm saying? But he died in the hands of police. And same way, you know, and it's just crazy. You know, they found out that like a 200 or 300 pound man was sitting on his chest. He didn't weigh nothing about maybe 180 yourself, 170 or something like that. You got a 200 or 300 pound guard sitting on your chest. You cannot, you know, you can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? Like every breath you take, you can no longer expand your chest, your lungs, you suffocate.
It's like drowning in the pool.
That's what you know what I'm saying. You breath, that's exactly what you're doing, man. It's crazy.
And that's what the man's attention was, to kill that man.
Oh yeah.
Why y'all trying to stuff stuff down this man's throat? Yeah, they're trying to asphyxiate the man. You don't suffocate the man. Come on, man. What did y'all doing in the hospital? What count? No regard for life, man. You don't. No regard for humanity or none of that, bro. And the sad thing about that, though, guess what they do, Rob? They go home and treat their goddamn pet dog better than they just treat.
That's because they have like how you said, Griff, they have no regards for other people's lives, because that's what that's why they take these type of jobs. They take CEO, police jobs, because once you get the power of the badge and the power of the system, you could get away with it to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Oh. That's why they take these positions. Like, I have a lot of cop friends in my family, and I'm not holding them accountable for anything, because you know why? Because they have the power to speak out and say, you know what, this cop is dirty. We need to do something to get him out of our system, because I'm tired of being blamed as a whole, while this guy's out there shooting people for unnecessary reasons. But the cops, if they can't speak up for themselves to get rid of the dirty cops, what makes you think they're gonna speak out and protect us?
That's where the problem lies. That's where a big problem lies. Like the people that standing by watching them kill him. It goes for the same thing in the police force, man. Like,
Yeah.
I do think that more good cops outweigh bad cops, but if you gonna let them continue to do it, you might as well be a dirty cop.
You're guilty by association.
Guilty by association.
That's what they'll tell us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because look, Derek Chauvin put his neck on George Floyd. The other two cops had plenty of time to say, "Yo, bro, he's handcuffed. You got him on the ground.
Yep.
Pull yourself up."
He ain't
Not one person said nothing, but you want to pull out his record that he was abusing drugs.
Yep.
But
Yep.
how can we stand by cops if you can't even protect yourselves?
And Rob, what that had to do with the arrest? The man didn't get arrested for drugs.
Just exactly.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is these guys right here, they took this position and say, yes, we get to beat on people because we couldn't do it outside without our badge.
Yep.
That's why they took the position. They sat there, they passed the evaluation test saying everything because everybody lies on tests.
Yep.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it the right way. As soon as they see something that they don't like, of person of color, Spanish, black, Chinese, whatever you want to call it, they say, you know what, we're fucking with that dude today.
Yep. Yep.
Because we can't do it outside these walls.
Yep.
Yep.
And what else? What else is crazy?
Bag up. We got bag up.
What? And you know what else is crazy?
In the world, they got the mayor, they got the DEA. You know what I'm saying?
It's systematic. It's systematic. Think about this. They can do a psychiatric evaluation on us about a check that we can receive every month and tell you if you're crazy or not. But you can't do a psychiatric evaluation on a police officer that's supposed to serve and protect life.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. If you could tell me if I'm not disabled mentally or I'm not mentally stable, then why the hell you can't tell him that's gonna have a gun and a badge and full authority to kill me if he's not mentally stable or not?
Bro, because that don't never be the case all the time because they don't reveal themselves like that.
But the problem is that our system of policing, they want people who cannot control their thought process to be behind the badge.
Yep.
That's why, because it's easy for them to kill than to have a person with a conscience say, you know, I'm not pulling this trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they hire these type of people. If you have a swastika on your forearm, you're gonna be chief of police.
Yep. So is that is
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? Because why? They don't care. They have no filter. They have no conscience. They're easy to pull the trigger on someone without even thinking and ask the person after you shot the person dead. They're gonna ask you, "Are you okay?"
Yep.
Instead of having a conscious cop where they say, "You know what? Put the gun down. Put the knife down. Let's talk about it." Yada yada yada. They don't want those type of people because you know why? We are targets. We are numbers to them. We are a body count. We are body bag fillers for these type of people.
We stocking cattle like they don't get paid off these goddamn prisons.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Cattle guys.
It just happened with the guy, the little young man, when he was 16, 17, that was walking down the highway going to another direction, and the cop does a so-called welfare check on him, and as soon as he says whatever he says, the little boy had like a little BB gun. He throws it away from him. Like he was never a threat. He just throws it away from him and throws his hands up like this. You know what I'm saying? Just so it wouldn't be a problem. The officer said something to him a few times and then shot the boy. The little boy drops down on the ground. He's nowhere near the gun. He's saying, "Hey, it's just a BB gun." You know, so basically, don't let me die, don't kill me type shit. He's just, he ain't reaching for it. And the cop sits there for 3 minutes, goes back and forth, and then said, "Hey, don't reach for that." The boy can't even reach for it. He's in pain from being shot 3-4 times, and the cop puts 12 more bullets in him.
Wow.
Kill him on camera.
Wow. Completely murder.
Yeah.
Completely murder. And that's why I say it ain't gonna be no immunity for these cops, bro. Because if soon they grant that, people gonna symptomatically trigger something in their brain, like, okay, well, it's wartime against these.
That's what's gonna happen. I'm telling you.
It's like open season. It's gonna be open season.
It seems like it's what they want to happen anyway, though. They want that world war inside of America for America to be the home of the free. America is one of the most corrupted countries ever. Like, seriously. they show us foreign countries and show how bad they supposedly are, and for us to have all these resources and all this supposedly over here in U.S., we so far behind. We so systematic. It's so much racism. Like it's ridiculous. And then when you speak on racism, they say you racist because you speak on it.
Yeah, yeah, you're absolutely right. And look, I hate bringing politics into this. I keep it a buck with everybody. Let's build these walls to keep the immigrants out, right? Because obviously they're the killers in this country, right? But what are you gonna do with the killers that are already born and bred here in the states?
You locking them in.
You're locking them in and you're protecting them more than anything else. You
Shit,
know
but
what I'm saying?
state now got badges.
Yeah, sure do.
Look, Dylan Roof is the best example of everything. He walked into a black church, killed people. They sat this dude down, fed him Burger King, and he's still alive to
Betting,
this day.
betting.
They fed him Burger King before he went to jail.
They didn't do that. They didn't do that one time. They did it another time too.
Yeah,
A few years ago with that Wisconsin white boy,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
the Black Lives Matter. He was what,
Yeah.
about 18 years
There you
old.
go.
He
sure
got
did. Sure did. He
He got-
had no business being there. Underage. He made a post and shit about him going to go shoot some people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If they get shot, they get shot. He did everything in his power to make sure he was in the situation to kill some people. He did it and didn't get charged with shit.
and his intent was to go do such.
Yep.
Your intent. Who's trialing these cases, bro?
Shit. The same people that's protecting the people that's supposed to protect us. But unfortunately, it's a mob. It's the reason why they so good at these movies. Because you know what I'm saying? It's a depiction of everyday life. It's what's happening every day.
It's sad, bro. It's sad because that shit can happen to either one of us, right?
Yeah.
Grab at any given moment, any given fucking day. I can leave this podcast right now just to go down the street to get some guys something from the gas station, and shit could turn fucking sour.
Yep.
Real, but man, listen. Like I said previously, I was mistaken for someone else one time, and they treated me like I was the dude that climbed over that wall that they building out there in Texas. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, they started talking to me like I didn't know English at all.
Right.
And I'm like, okay. They asked me multiple times, "Are you this? Are you that?" I'm like, I speak perfect English. You don't need an interpreter. But this is the way that they're built. What I'm saying is they're built to talk to downgrade you because you're not of color to them.
Yep.
You
Right.
don't match their tone. So they talk
Right.
to you in a different mindset, saying, okay, this kid is Spanish, this kid is black, this man is black, this woman is black. We're gonna talk to them with much more force than what we talk to little Timmy who just went and shot up a school.
Yep. That's exactly right. I don't see it like I said. Mass murders. They put focus on so-called people of color, crime on crime, black on black crime, but you don't put the same emphasis on mass murders. What about the dude that drove through a crowd of like 20 or 30 and killed like 20 people with some crazy shit? And like y'all said, they sit them down and feed them. Oh, he was going through a mental thing. You know what I'm saying? What they do every
What's
time,
wrong with that?
every time it's a situation. What's up, Bobby? My cousin Bobby that just came in. He was one of the ones that he was a big advocate of. You know what I'm saying? Our cousin that got killed in the jail. He know everything about it, man. He really do a lot of black fighting advocacy. You know what I'm saying? Great dude. But it's just the point that like if you see a white man or whatever, or anybody they want to save, they got a knife in their hand. They run at the police. The police will say, "Stop! I don't want to do this. Stop! Stop! I don't want to do this." But if a black man has a brush in his hand, or they even think you got something in your hand, ain't no stop. I don't want to do this. It's he got a overkill. He's done. There's no survival. We don't even.
You know something, James? The sad thing is that you're not imagining, you're not making this shit up. You're not creating this out the fabric of your fucking head. We have seen it happen. We have YouTube now.
Yep.
We have Instagram and TikTok, we sync those videos and compare the videos to a black person getting straight up murdered in front of everybody, and then here comes another video of a white person getting treated like he didn't do anything wrong. See, that goes back to that they get a slap on the hand and we get the death penalty.
Yep.
We got
For the
we got
exact same crime. For the
we,
exact same crime.
we got a guy in our government right now who just like I think the week after they announced Trump winning the presidential race, he had gone to the September 11th memorial. He's part of the cabinet. I don't know what section he's in the cabinet. The guy went in there shirtless. The guy's tatted up with swastikas, and he was one of the picks that Trump put on his cabinet.
See,
But yet we don't sit there and say Trump is people out there saying Trump has never been racist in his life, but you are surrounding yourself with people who will skin us and wear our skin as coats.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? David Dukes, the head leader of KKK, friends with our president, right? I can go on and on. You know what I'm saying? I can go on and on and on and on, but I'm not going to reach that far. It's a simple fact is that
it's a lot of them.
It's a simple fact is that our country our country right now is showing the world that we're still not getting past racism. It's not going to happen. It's going to continue till our kids have kids.
Go away.
Yep.
It's never going to go away.
You know how what is that culture that does that? I think that the Indian tribes that do their own policing and own court, like they do everything amongst themselves.
Yeah,
we got to get to that point. I hate to say it, but
we got to get that sanctioned.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna let that happen, man. They make too much money off of minorities. Bro.
That's true, but
it's
too much money.
You saw what happened to Black Wall Street. These are things that been placed in the books. You know, it's none of that, bro.
There's a lot more richer people, black people in this world. I don't give a damn if they got to go and buy a damn island, and then we all got to go over there to do our own little thing. It is what it is, bro. It's to the point like it ain't working here. It ain't working, and we shouldn't have to leave a country that ain't even technically ours or theirs. If you want to be technical like that, but at one point,
I mean, we had that type of system before until them white folks came and stole the land.
Well, yeah,
I mean, they talk about immigrants. I've been waiting for these people to leave my country for goddamn 4,000 years already, bro. They ain't leaving anytime soon. So why are they complaining about others if they're immigrants themselves?
Right.
And that in itself is what I talk about being taught. That shit been passed down for generations from Christopher Columbus and even before him all the way down, and it's still happening. That's how strong it's in the DNA. That racism shit and taking over the world and being the boss and all this that shit is strong in the DNA. And I'm telling you, like. We got our flaws in our DNA, but listen, to rule the world in their DNA is, I don't know. I don't know what, it's just destruction.
Here's a perfect example, James and Griff. The black man invented the light bulb. The white man created the light bill.
Man, prime example.
That's it.
Prime example.
That's well, you ain't never lied about that, bro. You ain't never lied about that.
Like you said, this ain't for everybody. So I know when people come in and looking at this, and this ain't the throw. You don't fit the bill. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fit the bill, don't even take it, for what it is. This is a talk. This is something we need to talk on. We just tired of our people getting misused and battered and beaten. It is what it is. If you get mad about it, I'm sorry. You're just mad about it. But this is just something that we see every day that we don't get enough of, and don't get spoken on that. And that's another thing that even with my people, like I put on TikTok, Raul, y'all seen that, and I said, I ain't happy for Luigi like everybody else because of shit like this. Because all our people jump behind Luigi. Oh yeah, Luigi did this, Luigi did that, and yet you don't see nobody in such a public outrage like that, like with this man right here dying. Like, why is that same support that we put behind Luigi, we don't put behind the taking life? You know what I'm saying?
And mind you, Luigi's getting treated like royalty.
Royalty.
Yeah.
He just killed the man. If it was either one of us, we'll be in that position. Please, I'm sorry, like how this man is right now as we speak. Luigi's being treated like a king
and,
in jail.
and that's my exact point when I told people, had Luigi been black, you wouldn't have the same energy.
Man, kill a man in cold blood like that.
Not only that, he killed him with a silencer. So he already had intentions to do this. And I don't want to hear no crap that this guy had mental issues, because once you put a silencer on the gun, you know what the fuck you're doing with that gun.
It became premeditated right there, Rob.
Thank you.
Yep.
It became premeditated right there.
They love to do that though. They love to say, "Oh, he had mental issues." Look, if any other race, we've been getting beat down since the beginning of the time. You don't think we got some mental issues? You know what I'm saying? You don't think that we got some quick flippers to where we can't listen, I got goddamn anxiety from life. I got post-traumatic stress from waking up every day and being scared if my kids gonna get pulled over and they mistake them to have something when they reaching for something. Like I'm more scared for my kids than I am me, because they don't fully grasp or understand what it is. And you know, they going to college in cities, and that's all it takes is for them to say, "Yes, sir, I got my license right here," or in my glove up, and move too fast, and my son or daughter is gone. And they did nothing. And then the police are gonna be justified and say, and then they're gonna say they justified. Now I gotta crash out in order to feel like I done, you know what I'm saying?
That you done something, but
I done something.
But what you gonna do? Go to jail for the rest of your life?
You know what I'm saying?
Trying to kill a cop, or you gonna get killed yourself trying to do it? You know what I'm saying? Really
exactly. You in a lose-lose.
I tell my son every day, and hear it from my voice because I live in New York. I tell my son every day, watch yourself, because you are a Spanish man. They don't give a fuck how talented you are in basketball, but you make one wrong move, you are a fucking target. I tell my son every day, be careful.
Yeah, real talk.
They don't know the history of you. You know what I'm saying? They don't know if you're a good dad or a good son. They don't know the history of you. All they know is the skin of you. The skin.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And I think it's this too, James. Like, man, bro, for us black people though, Rob, we done came from back in the days getting water hose skirted on, blown down with water hose, German shepherds.
I know how you feel. My uncle is Puerto Rican, but he was as dark as no disrespect as you, Griff.
Oh no, you fit this bill right here though, right?
You know what I'm saying? My uncle, may God bless his soul, he could tell you stories of what he went through. Trust me, he could tell you stories of what he went through being just a black man who spoke Spanish.
Yeah, you fit this bill. So
that'll make it even worse though, right? Black and Spanish. You got black skin, but you really Spanish. They
you know how they gonna treat you. I'm just fed up with this system abusing us, man. You know, it's gonna come a point in time, God willing, I pray every night that we're gonna have the power to overturn this nonsense, because this is too much, and this is mentally draining on us every day, 365 days out the year. We got to worry about who's walking behind us, when the cops are gonna pull us over, what do we got in our car, they planting drugs, they gonna plant a shotgun. This is what we got to deal with just to get a speeding ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Probably said it's Stockholm syndrome. My people have been conditioned to be in love with their oppressors, and that's exactly right. I got so much grief when I said that shit last week.
But it's sad though, man, because it shouldn't exist to this generation 20 going into 2025. Stockholm syndrome shouldn't exist. What goes on in this world, we got technology on my hands, and we can see this shit happening. God damn it, fuck that, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
You, me, Facebook, TikTok, whoever we screaming on. We come on, man.
And you know what's crazy is people gonna see us speaking up for something right now, right? They're gonna see us speaking up for something, and yet they're gonna vilify us. They're gonna say, "Oh, they speaking hatred." No. We speaking the truth. We tired of motherfuckers tired of that shit. You get tired of it. I'm tired of worrying about am I gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying?
We watch innocent people lives get took. We innocent, you know what I'm saying? Whether they committed a crime or whatever, but they let's say, okay, I ain't gonna say innocent. We're gonna say helpless people.
Yeah, help. There you go.
Yeah, 'cause they was helpless in that situation that they was in. They couldn't defend themselves.
Yep.
And we saw these people get murdered.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Unalived.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's one thing that I, with my own people, that I get upset about, is because this is something that happens every day. Not even, it doesn't even have to be a helpless or crime situation, but Raul Griff, anytime you had a job or anything like that, you know your standard coming through the door. You know your standard, where you got to be, and then your own people will put you in precarious situations, and they knowing how you got to feed your family. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I can't. I'm if whatever I do, I got to do 10 times better. That's just point blank. Period. You come through the door like that. So I hate when our people try to put us in those type, like Cuz said, Stockholm syndrome. I hate when they do that. You know what I'm saying? And they'll use you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just life. They do it in everyday life. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? We step on each other to accommodate the oppressor, but you don't step on the oppressor to accommodate each other.
No, it's not gonna happen because they too afraid, bro. People be afraid. People are afraid.
Man,
That's the line to it all, man. People are afraid to stand because people don't want to spend the rest of their life in jail. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't want to get unalive.
but check this out. This is what don't make sense. They afraid to step up, but they or afraid to go to jail, but they're not afraid to kill you and afraid to spend life and afraid. They're not afraid to say, "I smoked my op."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just
Mhm.
it's just crazy.
And the sad thing about it, they don't even know who they really is.
Yep.
And they show us every day.
Every day. Every day.
Every day on TV, on these streaming networks, all this. Who our ops really are. It ain't the people in our neighborhood that we grew up with from elementary school into high school. What's separating us? A block? A gang?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
And it's crazy that the most ruthless crash outs in cities or communities, gang crash outs go against each other. They all straighten up when they see that white cop drive up, though. Oh, yeah, I'm killing everybody. I got the suspects when they see him. Oh, shit, be quiet, y'all. Be quiet.
Yeah, straighten up.
That's true. So see that car pass by, they're out there planting flowers with each other.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Because they rather let that policeman ride on past and go to the next block and then start shooting at the homie that they've been been watching to go to the liquor store, get blunts every now and then, and finally get a beef with him, and now they want to kill him.
And unfortunately, this is the result of us doing that shit. Is shit that just what happened to Buddy right here. You feel what I'm saying? Because they know ain't nobody gonna come up and stand for him. You know what I'm saying? We allow this shit to happen, even though. And when I say we, it's not everybody, because some people fight, but they're gonna say, "What are you doing for it?" Look, we got a voice right now. We're trying to use it, and look at the lack of support we get from using the voice. Who wouldn't want to? You know what I'm saying? Like, we speaking on something that should be nationally heard, and we know that we're gonna have to grind to get it out there because they're not gonna support it.
But see, bro, it's becoming to the point where now it ain't nothing new.
Exactly.
People numb to it. You know what I'm saying? And look, you see how the volume of the George Floyd thing was so high.
Yep.
And throughout the years, it got lower and lower. But the crime of police still was happening. They were still killing people. They were still killing innocent people. The police were.
Yep.
The blue.
So
because people start now, it's like desensitized to it. Like, oh damn, they did that. Wow.
It's only gonna get worse, and everybody's gonna turn to it.
Yeah,
that's coming down to it's coming down to like, oh damn, straight up, they did that again. Will LeBron score tonight? It ain't the top of the discussion. They rather talk about the basketball game than talk about this issue that happened December 9th. You see what I'm saying? Because it became desensitized. It's becoming the norm.
It's the same thing in our culture throughout the years of slavery. It became the norm.
Because where the Black Lives Matter at for this?
Exactly.
What is it all because they ain't call them. They ain't call them. See, see people fail to realize black lives only act when they get the call.
Yep. It should have been go mode already. Boom, boom, boom. If we speaking up,
They don't move like that, boss. They ain't funded that way, homie.
and what's crazy is I seen like the news channel pushing this. All these news channels been, and I give them credit this time because they usually kind of bury it. But I seen a lot of news channels pushing it, and I think it's not because of the black man being done. I think it's because corruption. The corruption caught on camera is a big story, a hot topic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a lot of people that haven't actually seen the video. I want to show it to them, but I don't know if y'all want to witness the video. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We don't know how the world gonna react to it, but now they don't. They gonna show it now because the reaction of the world ain't Ryan no more.
And that's the reason why I
They
want.
ain't standing up no more. It ain't no Black Lives Matter. You can tell that the Black Lives Matter thing, that shit done got played out. Because with that lady that getting killed in Chicago, that's when they really supposed to piped up too, right there. We saw her get on the line.
Oh my god! Oh
We
my
saw
god!
her get on the line. That was come on, bro.
I just felt like they opened they started it, and all they did was been collecting checks ever since after that.
Yep.
And they try to cover it up after that, though, bro.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, really, y'all? Everybody in this motherfucker is a part of covering it up.
And
Ain't nobody standing on the well. So what? Black Lives didn't move because they charged the white man with murder. I mean, they charged him.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess black
Move on.
people, bro, it's still we gotta stand on their neck. When you move, you gotta move and stand on their neck.
Yep. I agree.
Till you come to that common ground. Just like gangs, when gangs go to war, they gonna have a meeting to have a peace treaty. Like, bro, we can't keep going on like this, man. People gotta live.
The Roman
Yeah.
circles give
People
us
gotta live. People gotta eat.
your mind
People gotta do what they do. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna find a way to draw a peace treaty. You know what I'm saying? That's your territory over there. That we just our territory. We walk around, blah blah blah. They're gonna find a way to have a peace treaty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
And stand on these police neck until we get a peace treaty.
like
Yeah.
Bobby said it's the Roman circus. Give us the games that occupies our minds away from real life situations. That's exactly what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm sharing this. I'm showing this video, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only way we're gonna get this shit out there. I mean, of course they can see it somewhere else, but it is what it is.
But hey, before you show it though, please let the chat knows that it's graphic.
Viewer discretion is advised.
Viewer discretion, all that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you cover your bases before you release that footage, even though they are able to go through the link.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I'm gonna just place this. I might not play the whole thing, and I might skip certain parts to get to it, so I don't have to play it so long. But I just want we doing this because I want to leave it on y'all minds of why we, you know what I'm saying, why we speaking up for what we speaking up for, and why we feel the way we feel. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
There is no sound, y'all. This is what I'm saying. There is no sound.
We joined with the family.
Snap! I think I went to the wrong thing. Yeah. Try to do that. Go ahead, skip to it.
Yeah, you right, James. The bald head dude is a supervisor. The one that's put feet in his chest.
Yep.
He need to be charged with murder.
Yeah, definitely. Griff, they might be trying to take him out right there. You know what I'm saying? Look how hard he huffing and puffing. He can barely breathe. Look.
And they know they killing the man though, bro. Because they wrestling and then they go back. Look, why you gonna punch that man like that, cuz?
Exactly.
What prompted you to do this?
And murder. Look at this.
Look at this. This is where they go kill him at. They take him in that
Look,
corner.
he even urinated on himself. Look at the seat. Look at the seat.
Yeah,
Urinate.
I see it. I see it. He been punched in his gut and beat into his stomach. He had to release his bladder.
Right there. Look how he keeps
Took
on
him over in that corner. They took him over in that corner and killed him, man.
look at that. Look how he dumped. They dumped him now. I think you might be right.
In that corner, unalive him. Them two guys need to be accessory to murder. They out there laughing and smiling, and then y'all come in there and check the
He did. Yeah. You right, girl.
Now they checking the unalive body. You see how they getting rid of the evidence?
Yeah, man.
The man that urinated on himself, they done took all his clothes off. The man is unalive. You can tell from the limber body.
You right. When you said when they lift him up in that corner, I look, you dead. Oh yeah, he dead. Yeah.
Look at his mouth for it. His mouth wide open in that scene right there.
Yep.
Those two doctors knew he was dead already.
Yeah, look at the
especially the one right there in the hoodie.
Before they even walked into that door.
Look at his face.
Look at dude's face. His whole face changed.
He wasn't laughing and smiling no more.
Nope.
You was laughing and check that cold body, that the unalive, lifeless body, or your facial expression change.
Yeah.
You should be a part of it too.
Yeah.
You should be a part of it too. Everybody that was on that shift should be charged with something, if you ask me.
Yeah, that right there, that was ridiculous. I know I got some viewers in. Somebody, y'all probably didn't see it. Y'all will have to go back and rewind this video because I don't want to watch that again. You know what I'm saying? That's brutal. I don't want to watch that again. Y'all have to go back in and watch it. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm not doing it.
Angers me. It angers me too. It angers me.
Yeah, me too.
It angers and upset me. But these videos always do. Yep. They always do because I'm watching people
just like you.
And that's whether it's black, white, Chinese, Puerto Rican, it doesn't matter. When you watch somebody being unalive, man, that does something to you, man.
Yeah.
SOB.
Bro, that's torture. That's torture, man.
Yeah.
And that video, like they did that for a long time. That video was spared, like pieces were cut short. Like I seen one that was 15 minutes long. And the entire 15 minutes, they constantly beat on it, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure it was probably longer than 15 minutes. But like we was talking, after they went past 2 or 3 punches and continue, in his head he's saying they finna kill me.
They finna kill me.
After what I noticed when they sat him down on the gurney, after that first beating they gave him, his body went limp.
Yeah,
so that means they snapped a column in his spinal cord.
Yep, that's what.
And he stopped moving after that. That's why when they were telling him to sit up straight, because I'm reading one of the cops was telling him to sit up straight. The guy put on the gloves.
Yeah,
he couldn't because his body was already limp. The only thing that was moving was his eyes, and that was it. And him breathing. Yep. His body was already broken. Someone kicked him hard to the point where he's paralyzed. He's done.
The part that we didn't show in the video. Well, is when they had his arms bent all the way back and had his chest open and dude punching him in the ribs.
Yeah, but after that, the guy's not going to feel anything because whoever kicked him or whoever did damage to his spine, he's already paralyzed, so he's feeling nothing.
Yeah, I think
the guy's already, right now he's concussed. He don't know where he's at right now, and he's probably not even answering the cops at all, and that's why they just kept on beating him.
Yeah,
because he's concussed and he's paralyzed.
Right.
That's all limp body right there.
Yeah.
So and that's the fucked up part because I got the chills, man. Because he
Yeah,
was sitting perfectly fine before they started beating him.
yeah.
Like,
After that, you see like the video cuts off and he's limp. He's like this.
man, when I didn't see Griff pointed out first to me about him being in that corner and never making it out. And like you said, when they lifted him and done that, he was gone.
Yeah, he
He
was
was gone.
gone.
It was gone.
Did you
That's
see the cop put on the gloves?
Yeah.
If you look at that man Brooks, he was a sitting there. He had no movement. When they grabbed his shirt, he went with it.
He was gone.
Usually when you're getting beat, you're gonna resist.
Yep.
At least a little fallback. Nah, some cop there, maybe the sheriff, remember the head guy with the white shirt,
Yep.
probably kicked him in the spinal column and dislocated his shit. Because he was not moving at all for that beating at all.
Maybe that's what happened when the bald head dude kicked him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it. Probably happened in the transport, Rock, because
it could be.
they broke him in with his feet.
Maybe because he was resisting to get. We don't know the whole concept, but when you pick someone up like that, it's because they're resisting to get inside the vehicle.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Look at the gate from the beginning. They brought him out of jail.
Because he was moving. He
Yeah.
was moving when he was getting it before he hit the gurney. He was moving.
Right.
As soon as he sat down and that sheriff kicked him. Yeah, I'm sorry, Griff. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
My bad. Because I saw the entire video. They brought him. I saw from the van into the building. They brought him into the building like that. When he first got out the building, I mean, van. They helped him out, but they helped him out with the chicken wing handcuffs.
Yeah.
Then it another camera scene where they was bringing him in the building. Now they have his legs.
Yeah. Yep.
Now they have his legs when they brought him in the building. But when they took him out the van, it was nothing like that. Why would the man resist anyway? He going to the
He going to the infirmary. He going to the
going
doctor.
to the infirmary.
He asked for it.
He probably asked for it, or they put hands on him before, beat him up before they got to the van,
Infirmary.
and they were trying to tend to his wounds.
And take him to the infirmary.
It takes him to the infirmary. But after he got there, he sat down. It looked like he was going with them until the sheriff kicked him in a certain area, because after they sat him back up, you can tell two cops on the side are holding him up and his body's like this.
Yeah, he is going with every tug and everything.
You're right, Rob. Because that's when dude grabbed him.
You notice?
Yeah.
You saw he grabbed him back of his neck? After that, he was limp. He was limp. There was no movement whatsoever.
Video with a cop, like y'all said, he grabbed him like this and he lifted him up like this, right? Like and then Buddy go real limp. You know what I'm saying? Like he choked. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
handcuffed now. He handcuffed, so you really can't even see his movement.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But when
They paralyzed that man.
In that corner though.
They paralyzed that man before he sat on that gurney. They paralyzed that man and he couldn't move no more. They concussed him. They hit him in the head a couple of times because, a couple of blows to the head, you can end up with a concussion. So he ended up getting hurt 2 times, concussed, and he probably didn't know where the fuck he was at. And on top of that, they paralyzed him because he was limp for that whole beating.
I guarantee
almost the whole beating.
He was paralyzed. They said we got to kill him. They took him over in the corner, turned him away from everybody, choked him to death.
Mm-hmm.
Because he died by asphyxiation, and like you said, Raul, paralyzed.
They was trying to stuff that towel down his throat.
So it was.
What I know, what they do is probably because he was spitting at them, and that's why they try to stuff the shit down his throat.
But you ain't seen none of it though. They got
no. I know.
Yeah.
They put a mask on you.
Yeah.
But out here in New York is way different. I seen dudes just put loose leaf paper in niggas' mouths.
Yeah,
but
Rob,
he ain't a threat
situation.
No. It's still unjust. I'm not agreeing to their motives. What I'm saying is the guy probably was trying to resist, trying to say, yo, guys, I'm complying. Like, enough is enough. And to the point that blood was probably splashing out of his mouth because he was already beat, and they tried to stuff it down his throat to stop him from talking. Maybe that's why.
You gotta watch the video, bro.
You gotta
watch the other one. No,
I can't. I'm gonna watch the full thing. I'm just trying to say they're trying to cover up, their mistakes. They're trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, he's going at us, and that's why we're doing this.
I got you. I see.
I'm not trying. Oh, no.
Yeah, I got you.
But he went over. I don't know what was going on, but when they stuck it in his mouth, it went the bald head CEO dude. with the white shirt.
Yeah,
He stopped and started punching him in his face relentlessly,
yeah.
bro.
Because
Let's
he
look
didn't want.
I'm
Yeah,
over 5 times.
that
and you
and
remember,
that and
you remember
that's why all the mics were cut off because
Yep.
that dude was saying something for everybody to hear, and
Mhm.
that's why all the mics were cut off, and that's
Oh,
why they
yeah.
try to stuff the paper in his
Yeah,
mouth.
and they probably calling them N
Hell
word,
yeah,
this N word.
Yeah, he was probably pleading for help.
Yeah,
yeah.
you know
Right.
he was turned straight first until they try to before he tried to put the towel down. The bald head dude turned his body to him and then stuffed it down. Trying to stuff it in his mouth. But he
Mhm.
was like this at first. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that. So it's just man,
they
it's
paralyzed that man on that gurney.
yeah,
That's why he went limp. He was totally limp. Then they said, "Yo, we can't do nothing with him." And Griff called it. They put him in the corner. They tapped. They ended
yep,
him right there in the corner.
yep.
Why they take them handcuffs off of him though, bro?
Because you know why? He's
Why they
dead. He's no longer a threat. He's dead.
He's no longer a threat.
He's dead.
fired?
Yep.
Fired.
Yep. If he
Y'all,
was so much of a threat in the first place for y'all to beat on him, why would you take him off of him? He's dead. You're right.
they put him on a gurney and start taking his clothes off. You can see one officer rubbing his chest trying to get his heart to get back going.
Yeah, yep. That's exactly what he was doing too. He was trying to get it right. They probably had hit him with narcon and
Rubbing his
not
chest.
narcon, but, what's the shit they hit you with adrenaline or something?
Yeah, they was rubbing his
It
chest to get his heart back going, and
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, trying to get it going.
was done, man. It was done.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is just like back
y'all,
in the
y'all
day.
took it too far, huh? That's what happened. Y'all took it too far, huh? Y'all thought you were gonna have a lunch tomorrow. Y'all was gonna talk about it at y'all lunch break. Yeah, we whoop do we wipe the bam. Yeah,
I
Y'all
get. I
talk
guarantee
up on
you.
lunch break tomorrow.
I guarantee you.
Far.
In that conversation with those cops, let me rephrase that. Those murderers,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
said that this man is paralyzed and we got to end him now because we
Yep.
cannot have him go back to the correctional facilities.
We'll come up with something ourselves.
We'll
Let's
come
go.
up with something ourselves.
Mhm.
That's why those mics were. First of all, it wasn't. It was just one mic that was cut off because everybody else probably had this shit cut off. But the main guy that was recording, I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you, they ask that dude questions, gonna remake the whole story. But for me, from my point of view, those murderers saying, "Yo, he's paralyzed. He's limp. What are we gonna do?" They say, "Put him in the corner, choke him, and just say he did this, is that, and the third."
Yeah,
Because they're gonna try to clean their
Committed
hands off
suicide.
of it.
you know what made
Committed
it?
suicide, Rob.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry.
You know what made it even crazier though? Is that the fact that all of those cops had their shit on? It's multiple angles, but all of them said it was an audio malfunction on all of
No.
this shit.
On 14.
Come on, man.
14.
There's no way.
Well, whoever's gonna defend
They-
this man is gonna ask for.
Goddamn street at 14. Y'all have 14 malfunctioning equipments on y'all body.
Well, guess what? Their cameras might have malfunctioned, but the hospital cameras don't.
That's why I'm saying why the hospital ain't really. But whoever that cop is that's away from everybody, that's recording, they might not even knew he was recording. Honestly,
No, they got different angles. They got different
yeah,
angles.
they do. Yeah, they do.
They got different because the one
Yeah,
video.
but my question is, he released it for a reason.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder who released it first to
He
make
released it for a reason.
Somebody had to leak that motherfucker first, or maybe
And
somebody.
these ain't even cops. Let's not call these guys cops. These
Yeah, that's true.
Murderers.
Yeah, guards.
Murderers.
It was guards. Yeah,
these
that's true.
correctional officers, man. These is guards. These is like, these people is every. I mean, come on, man. Just like the police is average. They work 9 to 5. Everybody fighting for overtime. People want extra days,
Yeah.
picking up shifts. Y'all regular people, man. Come on, man. Y'all ain't no. Come on, man.
That's true. That's true. They sworn by the jail. You're sworn officers. You're correctional officers. But
You're sworn in by the judge as a correctional officer.
You know what I'm saying? You still, because I worked at a jail before. You still are held as the officer. You know what I'm saying? You might not be a police officer, but you're supposed to serve and protect still. You know what I mean?
But James, see, we got to look at these prisons as entities because they are private-owned businesses. Bro.
Yeah.
This is not. We don't pay our tax government dollars for prisons, bro.
That's
we really don't.
That's
We
true.
really don't. The city does all that.
Yep. Yep. And that's the reason why they can get away with so much too. You know what I'm saying? You imagine this right here. This was caught on. Can you imagine what's not caught on tape, man? And how many people done died in these prisons over the year mysteriously, like you said, suicide and all that craziness. Man, they probably killing people by the day.
Because this ain't the first time these dudes did it.
No, oh, speaking of that,
It's clearly that this ain't the first time they didn't did it. Bro.
Speaking of that, those guys was already under. It's like 2 or 3 of them that was already under investigation for doing this somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah, I just read that right before you got on.
This is who they are.
Yep.
This is who they are. This is who they are, bro. And for y'all to fire them and let them go somewhere else and commit the same crime.
Yeah, same fucking. Transfer them.
These are the guys that passed the evaluation test.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, listen, these guys, because I think the way they should pass laws is if you are sworn in to protect and serve, and you take advantage of your badge and you take life, you should be subject to instant lethal injection. You should be held at the utmost. You should get the highest. And I'm not even with playing God, but you should be at the highest level of whatever whatever you get for that crime. Like you always automatically be on death row and fighting for your life if you took it and you supposed to be the one to protect. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see it, man. Because
I feel you. If I feel where you come from, I think I understand what you're saying. I think you're saying is that if you have a suffer of violation for people like police officers and they commit something like this, you know what I'm saying? Don't trial them as an average everyday person. Their penalty should be much harsher.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That would put them in fear and to not do something.
Yeah, I think
like at work. Goddamn, we got a point system. Goddamn,
yep.
You lay that work, nigga, you got a point. But you know what I'm saying? Put them in
something. I think you need to go past it.
Take care of your family.
I think it need to almost go to an absurdity, like something crazy, like just simply because they don't even try it. Even after death, they still don't try them like normal people because police still get off. They still get treated better than we do. If we commit this same crime, we gonna be like Buddy when they told us in. We might not make it through the night. These are police officers. If you say, hey, as a police officer, if you found guilty for taking life and you reliable for it, you're gonna be subject to the lethal injection instantly. I guarantee you a lot of this police murdering shit will stop after some people become examples. You know what I'm saying?
That thing though, bro. You, myself, and Ra, we make more than these officers, bro. You know?
Yeah.
You damn near probably double they pay. You on salary. I know I damn near double they pay. Right. These officers don't get paid number about $15 an hour, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's why they be trying to pick up these extra shifts, doing side gigs and doing all this and doing all that.
Yeah, but you
when they pull over someone like us that's well established and we look like we got something going for ourselves, but we still have things that like I like to wear Jordans. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I like to wear, whatever the latest thing is. So I probably would look like a young guy, but you wouldn't expect that I'm 50 years old.
Right.
So you would try to handle me like I'm a young guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, no. What are you talking about? I work here. I've been working here for this amount of years. I get paid this and that. I got 2 little kids. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no damn gangbanger. You trying to handle me like I'm a gangbanger? And then when you get to talking to them like that,
they don't like that.
They don't like that. They become inferior. Like, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they got to put you back in your place.
Yep.
Because I'm your fucking boss, my man.
Yeah, who you think you're talking to, boy? Is what they, that's what they got in their head.
Technically, I'm your fucking boss because if I'm not paying my motherfucking taxes, bro,
you ain't got a job.
You ain't got no goddamn job, nigga. Yeah, matter of fact, your pay would be fucking your shit gonna decrease.
They're gonna pay
You
them
know
like they're gonna pay them like waitresses at a fast food restaurant, $2 an
exactly,
hour. You better get paid off tips.
exactly, man.
And
That's
you know,
wicked, man.
it's crazy. And listen, hey, to each his own. And this ain't knocking the job because if that's your, it is some cops and some detectives that make great money. You know what I'm saying? They do have careers in it because I see a lot of cops that live uh like way better, like coming up as we did, and I'm like, how the hell if they only making so much money? But it makes you think, where the hell they getting all this other crazy money from? You know what I'm saying? But some of these guys are cops and still work 9 to 5s, like you said, double shifts and shit like that. But you taking
Yeah,
don't be taking that out on me.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to go get my money
Well,
first too.
Fashion.
at the end of the day,
It's fashion.
at the end of all this, I say, pardon me, Griff. At the end of all this, I say it like this: they chose to be cops. I can't change my skin color tomorrow to be a white person.
Yep, yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand when these cops or whatever you want to call them, COs, whatever. When you sign up to be a cop, you're sworn in to protect every life known to man. It's just not one particular race or one set of people. I can't get up one day and say, you know what, Griff? I feel like being Filipino today. Let me go into my closet, rip the skin off, and become a Filipino. They have the option of letting go of that badge and go work somewhere else. We can't change our color. This is stuck with us for the rest of our life, and they don't understand that.
That's true.
They
Yeah,
don't. It's just they took that job as a power trip.
it gotta be, man. But it is some good cops out there, man. Cause I worked with an ex cop. And my uncle was a chief of police. You know what I'm saying? There is good cops out there, man.
Great cops out there.
It's those ones that you know what I'm saying, that shouldn't be there.
Yeah,
Be
it's
there, but these the people. If they not CEOs, because I have, you know what I'm saying, you can have a racist person in a higher up position at work
yep,
that can be racist. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
You know what I mean? I don't have that at work, but you could have that
Yeah, you can definitely.
higher up manager that's just racist, that don't like black people or just don't like Hispanic people, and will treat them a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? And elevate a white person all the way up. And when they know the skill comparison set, you beat that. You know what I'm saying? You're more qualified than that person.
Yep. You got it. That's why I was saying you as a person of color, you always have to be 10 times better. That's just point. Every time you just might as well get ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Might as well-
Yeah,
and then even being 10 times better, you still might not get what you deserve. Um, it's crazy, it's blasphemy, but damn. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
The only thing we could do, James, the only thing we could do is continue to push this narrative that we're being hunted, that we're targets. That's all we can do. Eventually, down the line, one of these people, gonna hear our voices speaking, our distraught, our tears, our anger, our frustration, because we're being treated like animals.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That's all we could do, James, is continue to push, continue using this platform to push it, because eventually someone's ears is gonna get to this and say, you know what? Maybe James is right. Maybe Griff is right. Maybe Rod's right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to do something to continue this, because eventually, not everything lasts forever. You know what I'm saying?
exactly, bro. Bro, in the next 5 years, we could be in a civil war.
yeah.
Exactly.
That's why I
You know
can't
what
wait.
I'm saying?
I can't wait till we get a stream key for TikTok because, bro, like this type of situation, this type of discussion, y'all know if we would have had this discussion on TikTok, we probably have 10,000 people in here right now fuming. Like it would have been comments. Like, and it's just the lack of awareness of people that don't even care to be aware. That's crazy to me. It's crazy.
And they're afraid to speak up.
Right
You know
now,
what
we
I'm
should
saying?
have 100 people, 100 shares, if you don't want to say nothing, at least get us out there to where we can be heard at this point. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
We'll speak for y'all. I don't mind speaking. I don't mind talking with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to continue looking out for ourselves. Because you know what? We have children.
Yep.
You know, it's not us that are going to get affected by most of it. It's our children coming up now that are going to get hit worse than what we got hit.
A generation, man.
Yep. But hey, y'all know we built for the grind. It is what it is. We're gonna be heard one way or another. We're gonna get it out there one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know,
Let's close it up, brother. Let's close it up, my brother.
I ain't want to drag it out too long. We all, you know, we all had certain emotional attacks. So with all that being spoken, what's y'all? Anybody got any closing?
I just want to say R.I.P. to Robert Brooks, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say, you know, all the innocent people that have lost their lives, man. I just want to say R.I.P. to those people, man. And I think we should do better as a humanity, man.
Yeah.
We all human, man. No matter what our skin tone reflects, man. At the end of the day, we all do the same thing, man. We human. There shouldn't be no hatred against each other. Because when the big fight comes, let you know, if aliens is real, let some aliens come down here. Is we still gonna be on the same type of time?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Well,
We a human race. We need to act like it.
Agreed.
well, the only thing I could say,
When that man can he can go home and treat his pet dog better than he just treated this human being, bro. That's the sad thing about it, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll go home and play with your dog and treat your dog good, then you right after you just beat this man up and unalive this man. Like, what?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
well, the only thing I could say is, everybody that's watching us, everybody that's listening, be careful what you do in life because you don't know when is your time to go. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cherish what you have. You only can live this life one time. And if you don't need to be in the streets because you don't have to be, stay home. There's life at home. You don't have to be out there thinking you're something else that you're not, because there's always gonna be someone stronger than you to take it away from you. Just be careful out there in this world because we're coming around 2025, ain't nothing gonna change but the number of the year. You know, so please be safe out there, be with your family, be with your loved ones, and just remember, you don't know if you're gonna wake up tomorrow. Just cherish your life as best as you can, everybody.
Yeah.
And this for y'all, us. Y'all know we speaking on subjects that a lot of people deem sensitive or not that we should speak on. They feel like, so y'all be careful too, because you know we at any given time somebody could take, you know, feel a certain type of way because we speaking up and we can become a target. So you know what I'm saying? Just y'all be careful as well, all of us.
Blessed up, man.
You too, my brother. You too, my brothers.
You too, my brothers, man. I get with y'all, man. Love, peace, love, happiness, man. Bless up.
Peace.
Yeah. Hey,